Welcome back, boys and girls. I hope you're all doing good, having a great day. Today I will be sharing my favorite builds for the wizard that you can use for different activities inside of the game, starting with the speed farming. Right now we are equipped with 2200 reso. This build is going to be extremely comfortable to play either on the mobile devices, or you can use the build to play on the PC as well. Extremely comfortable. You don't need to button mash, and you have enough damage to kill pretty much everything, even in the Terror Rift. And so if the gameplay looks interesting, we will be diving into the build in a sec, and we're gonna go destroy this tower, and I'll let you guys see how the tower boss fight goes. There we go. We're gonna activate the tower and then fight Ball here. Again, 2200 reso, and we're dealing somewhat decent damage here and killing things pretty quickly. Now, I'll see you guys in a sec with the build. Again, you don't need to button mash with this speed farming build. Gives you a teleport as well and a really big AoE and damage at the same time. You can use the build for the Abyssal Verge or the Arabin. You can use the build for those as well. Terror Rift will work with this build too, and normal bounties of course. Now let's dive into the build quickly. This is going to be our first build. We are using Electrocute, Lightning Nova, Teleport, Slow Time, Disintegrate. As for the Paragon, this is what I am using just to increase my character size with the Brawler here, and so I can move a bit quicker with that maximum size increase. And as for the Warband bonus, again, as always, this is going to be same for all the build that I will be sharing today. It will be Protector, Block Chance, and making sure we have the Shepherd Bird and Remnant here that also gives us size increase and some life. Size increase in Diablo Immortal actually makes your character move faster. Now that is out of the way, we are using 2 pieces of Virtus Urges for 30% beneficial duration. Then I'm using 4 pieces of Banquet of Eyes. We are using a lot of damage over time in this build, so we will be getting 15% increased damage bonus versus all the enemies, and as we put dot on those enemies, we will be getting additional 25% critical hit chance. And then I am extending the harmful duration with the 2-piece Feasting Baron, and so our dot will last on them for longer. As for the legendary gems, I was using Everlasting Spectre Glass, Pain Clasp, Misery Elixir, Viper Bite. Only 5-star gem was the Rolling Consequence. For the critical hit chance, you can use Mother Lament. Then I was using Berserker Eye and the Entropic Well. Now quickly taking a look at the essences. Helm is for the slow time, so we can have AoE damage and put the enemies on the shock. Then the chest is for the Lightning Nova, giving us the movement speed, allowing us to move through enemies unhinged while moving really fast. The shoulder is for Disintegrate, again doing some lightning damage, and once we put the shock on the enemy from the helm, this will do a bit more damage. And then Raptor Tail for the Disintegrate hit, Unleash a Chain Lightning. Since we are trying to hit a lot of monsters, this is what we're using. Then we are increasing the range of the Disintegrate, so we have a bigger circle. And then we are increasing the radius of our slow time skill by 29% as well. Our first offhand is the Fanatic Spark to reduce the cooldown of the Lightning Nova here. There we go. And then another Lightning Nova Essence here, mainly to get some additional Lightning Nova cooldown here. Otherwise, you can go and use whatever. I am always using this for additional Awaken buff here for the Lightning Nova. That's it. Otherwise, it doesn't give us any movement speed. So this was our first build, the speed farming. Now for the dungeon build, And as for the dungeon build, again, I'm using a very comfortable build, easy on the finger. You don't need to break your fingers. And comfortably do quite a lot of damage. Again, we are at 2500 reso for this build right now, and you can see dealing enough damage here to kill things pretty quickly, like 5 million, 6 million damage solo at the moment. If this was a challenge dungeon, we would be dealing a lot more damage. And now we will be diving into the build. Starting with the skills, we are using Magic Missile, Lightning Nova, Slow Time, Meteor, and Disintegrate for the Paragon. This is how it is set at the moment. You guys can tweak it around, pick whatever works the best for you, but Slinger is going to be the way, in my opinion, for any damage build for the dungeon raise, whatever. And moving forward to the set pieces, this time around we are equipped with 4-piece Ritters. You can try using Grace of the Flagellant as well, but anyhow, moving forward, using 2 pieces of Banquet of Ice, and then at the end 2 pieces of Feasting Baron. You can go something like 2 pieces Ritters, 4 pieces Grace of the Flagellant, and then 2 pieces Feasting Baron. That would work as well with this build. For the gems, this is what I was using this time around. Everlasting, Entropic Will, Berserker Ice, Spectre Glass, Colossus Engine, Rolling Consequence, then Pain Clasp, and then Mercy Harvest. Now for the essences, again we are using the one for the slow time. That will put the enemies under the effect of the shock, and our lightning damage, lightning based skills will deal 50% increased damage to them. The chest is for the Lightning Nova. It will orbit us, dealing lightning damage. And like I said, the helm will be putting the enemies under the effect of the shock, and our Lightning Nova will be dealing 50% more damage to them. The shoulder is again for the Disintegrate. It will circle us, giving us some nice damage in a close range. Legs is for the Meteor, the new one that deals a lot of damage, hits really hard. Then the main hand is for the Lightning Nova, giving us more attack speed for the primary. And then we are using the second main hand. Slow time now increase your skill damage. This is going to be pretty good. Now for the offhand, it is the first one is for the Lightning Nova. When we hit a shock enemy, we will get 1 additional Lightning Nova for free. The second offhand is for the primary Blaster Cast, giving us 2 additional projectile for the primary attack. And now moving to the PvP build. I like using build that has a lot of CC ability and can do damage as well. You guys can see I can stay at the range, doing a lot of CC. This is in a training battleground at the moment, but you guys can see basically spamming CC and the Meteor that hit like a tank on them, providing support and while doing some decent amount of damage. Now I'll be sharing the build in a sec. I already have an in-depth guide for this build. You can go check it out as well. But let's take a quick look. We are using Magic Missile. You can use Electrocute as well. Doesn't matter. Slow time, Frost Field, Arcane, Wind, Meteor. Now for the Paragon, this is what I am equipped with. Gladiator. Then for the gems, I am using my PvP gem setup. You can go use whatever the best gems you have that gives you the best result for the PvP. This is what gives me the best result for the PvP, and so I am using that. For the set pieces, we are equipped with the 4-piece Grace of the Flagellant. Since I have a lot of damage over time gems, I like to put damage over time onto the enemies and take a benefit from the Grace of the Flagellant. Additional hit that can also cancel out the magic of players when they are trying to heal. So 2 pieces, then Vitus Urges, and at the end 2 pieces of Feasting Baron. And let's take a quick look at the essences. The first one is for the slow time, allowing us to reduce the cooldown of other skills, giving us the ability to spam a lot of skills. And then the chest is for the Frost Field. We can activate this and all our attacks will put a chill onto the enemy and our critical hit will freeze them. The shoulder is for the meteor, giving us increased damage for all skills and primary whenever we use a meteor. And since we will be spamming a lot of meteor with the legs and dealing big damage to the frozen enemies, we will be getting a lot of buffs from the shoulder. Then the first main hand is the lost second, reducing the cooldown of the slow time, and then we are using this bloom for the arcane wind, giving us the ability to do some crowd control as well. The offhand, the first one is for the Arcane Main, reducing the movement speed of the enemy and providing a lot more support. And then at the end, Elder Crystal, if we hit the chill enemy with the Arcane Main, they get frozen. And so that is the PvP build that I like using. All of these builds you can find on my channel in a playlist for more in depth, but this was a quick one sharing the build that I enjoy using. I'm signing off. See you all in the next one. You guys have an excellent day later.